There's a bunch of them this time. This isn't going to go very well, I'm afraid. Close. We're at 98 out of 100 right now, so maybe we make it. It's 99. Now we got that big guy coming on down. Let's see if we can... I don't know, where's the best place to do this? We go this way or this way? Let's go this way. Maybe he'll stop for a second to get beaten down a little bit. We did. Amazing. Alright, so we made it through that, even though it was pretty rough. We got 106,000 for that. Now let's try that again, I think. We can add some tags here. Theme. What do we have right now? Okay. I don't want to reduce the size of the team or any of that. I don't think I want to reduce the block. Not really loving any of these options right now. We could increase the monster's attack. I think that would be okay. Try that. Not really keen on increasing their movement speed or their magic reduction. Let's try this. 134,000. Probably won't be able to do it. Doesn't look great, but we can try. Putting Akira at the top, I'm not sure about, but putting her down at the side over there may be okay. So let's stick him out, and then we can do Dou-Chan here. Or we will do Dou-Chan. You know, I think Dou-Chan here went okay. I don't think it made any difference. So do that, because we're going to put Arrogance here. And that way, if Arrogance or Sultans end up getting in that, which they did last time, then they can still clear it off each other just fine. Put her over here as before. And then I want to put Akira right here, facing this way this time, I think. Oh, forgot to turn on ultimates. That's a problem. Alright, we have those guys coming out, so we'll just stick the ghost over there to try to help deal with that situation. Let's see. We need, I ended up using Talon on the ground. Let's put Yuri. Let's put Yuri here. I think so. We need him here. Yes. Ethan, that's the one. We can put Talon here. And then, how about her here? We have the ghost girl. And we're gonna need her. Well, too late over here. Really too late. That's it. We'll let that one go through. Did not notice it in time, unfortunately. So I'm gonna reserve the ghost for when she's needed, and we'll put her where she's needed as time goes on. And that's the goal with her, I think. I feel like this might be one of those moments. Probably. Yeah, we'll put her out here. Too late, I think. Should have done it when I first thought it, but that's all right. They beat up on Eliza pretty good there for a minute. Poor old Eliza. Level 50 and all. Okay, the ghost girl is back, so whenever I need her, she should be ready. Now might be the limit. Let's see. Those guys pause. I think now is probably not the limit. I think I wait on this. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Alright, I think this is when they're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna get the big guys coming out. Let's see how many before I decide to use the burst. It's just one. It's not a problem, but if it starts pulling out more, then we're gonna have an issue. So they've got a little bit more. See, I've got to put it here. Only chance we can get this guy is with her. Unfortunately, so that means we don't have the ghost for this crew over here. Could end up being a problem. And we're on the very last. Soul Shard, that's the one. It's a good number of these guys coming out. It's going to be a problem. All right. 99 out of 100 at the moment. Unfortunately, I do not have the ghost this time. There she is. Alright, let's pull her out to help with this fella here. Excellent. Alright, it worked. Good enough. Okay, so we got 134,000 there. Pretty decent, really, I think. All things considered. If we had these guys leveled up a little more, Eliza could be leveled up a little more. I don't know if the others could, but she certainly could. And a little bit better gear, I think it would be not as big an issue. But not too bad. Alright. Let's go back and see what we have over here. Go to the events. We got Corridor of Glory. 100,000 coins from leveling up, starring up, promoting and upgrading heroes' skills. Okay. Then back over to Treasure Island. Quests. Clear Skull and Brimstone at any difficulty 6 times. Who did that? So, we get 500 sterlings for our trouble there. Then we have some things we can claim here. Looks like we could get 450 coins. So actually, it's just as good to get the 130,000 as it is to get all the way up to 159,000. So, okay, interesting. Let's claim these. So we got 900 gold doubloons and 900 royal sterlings for that. And then try to find the store for this thing. Let's go back over here, go to the shop. Let's see if there's anything in here that I need more than that. Alright, let's get... We've got a bunch of the gold and royal doubloons. Let's see, it's gold doubloons and royal sterling, sorry. Alright, so let's see, what do we want? Let's look at the silver ones. There's a good amount of stuff you can get with the silver ones. With the gold ones, not as much. We can get all of the shards. Which would be 3,000. 1,000 for the diamonds. And then 500. So it looks like we can get everything with the gold doubloons that we might possibly want, right? So let's do it. Okay, that's all we can use the gold doubloons for anyways. Now, with the royal sterlings, what do we want to get for that? Let's see. We could do a number of things. None of it is particularly enticing. It's not bad. None of it's bad. Let's go ahead and get all the stuff. Let's get the avatar border for 200, and then the avatar itself for 200. The year recasting for 800. We're down to 3,000 at the moment. Now where do we want to be with this? Well, alright. I think let's get all the quick clears, because those come in handy. That's 2,500. And then get a couple of these auto fight chances. Because, hey, Why not? Can do it, let's do it. Alright, great. So we got most of the stuff. I'm pretty comfortable with that. We could keep trying on the, not the pirate invasion, we did that. We could keep trying on the nightmare. We might, if we, really struggle, we might be able to get 450 more royal sterlings. But it ends tonight. So, I don't think that it would really be worthwhile. It's already midnight. So, let's hop out of here, go over to Baruch's shop and see if he's got anything. No, he doesn't have anything fun for me at the moment. Okay, out of there, and then there's another thing. It's a weekly, it's like a weekly guild raid type deal that I need to go check into. But first, let's look over here. What's this going on? Oh, it's my avatar, of course. Well, sure. Let's pop on the most recent avatar, which is this ship here. Turn that on, and then also we have an avatar border. Here's our most recent border. Sure, turn it on. Why not? All right, cool. Let's move forward to the next thing, which is the weekly. I guess it's in the war room. And oh man, I didn't even remember about the void rift. You know what? I can run through that thing. Let's do Titanic Ruins real fast, and we're just going to do whatever we have there. Whatever kind of auto fight is going on from prior is going to be good enough for us today, even though it's probably quite bad. Let's do it anyway. We'll get our 2 fights in, because I got to do those. I've still got the void rift that I ought to run through. Somebody taught me that you can, if you've done one of them before, you can basically just go and pick up your stuff that you got the last time, run through, gather the stuff real quick if you run out of time, which is kind of the situation I'm in at the moment, because it is already midnight. I had hopes and dreams of sleeping tonight. The dreams being the key point. I'll tell you something interesting about that. So, when I was asleep last night, I bit my lip in my sleep. I bit my lip hard. No idea why. It woke me up, and I was like, oh man, I bit my lip. And then I went back to sleep. And then this morning, I woke up thinking, hey, I remember biting my lip. Was that a dream or was that real? And I felt around with my tongue, and sure enough, I bit my lip hard. I got a wound. And what in the world was I thinking? Crazy stuff. No dreams, just lip biting. Fun times. Man. Never have I done that before, by the way. This is not like a thing I do. I'm not, middle of the night lip biter as a general rule. So I have no idea what that was all about. Now over here in this fight, we've got Solkadens topping the damage at 4,180,000. He's doing more than twice as much as the next highest guy. And now he's disappeared. He's just, doubled. Huh. Crazy. The statistics are insane. Alright, so we got that one done. We'll save that fight and just do it again real fast with a different crew. It's you can only use the same crew one time in this, and then you have to get all new people for the next fight. It's kind of interesting. Let's do it again, and we're just going to auto fight whatever we had before. Next time I do this, I think that the crews are probably going to look a lot different than they did last time. Because now I have more people who are more viable than I did last time. So I think it's going to be a little bit better. Oh, also, we've got a couple of new people. Well, okay. We've got one new person to the guild, and then we have one person who has come back and started playing again. So we have a little bit more damage being done to the guild bosses than we did, say, last week, for instance. So, of course, the new player is just started, so he can't do a whole lot of damage, but he'll get there, you know. And so he had attacked like the normal boss, and Bugajoa went and finished that off for him on that fight, and then the returning player had attacked, I think, Nightmare 1, and so I finished Nightmare 1 off for him. So, all right, let's see. They should be getting some good benefits from that for themselves, so should work out pretty decently. All right, we got those done. Now, let's come over here to the wardrift. I keep forgetting to do the wardrift. I think I had cleared it on normal, probably. I don't know if I did on elite, but it definitely did on normal. So we're just going to go through and pick up the remains of whatever's laying around here. Try not to miss anything. That's the key. If you've done this before, you can come in and you just click on them, and then it just slices them and dices them, and boom, there you are. We get a bunch of stuff, and at the end of it, I'll read out to you what we get, because there's no sense in reading it and going reading it again, right? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Even just running through it, it takes a minute. But definitely, I need to go and do some more of these levels at some point. Somebody was telling me that they always do the wardrift on a Monday so that they remember to get it done. And I don't think that's the worst idea. I should perhaps take that into consideration. I have this kind of idea in my mind that I want to wait until the last minute to do these sorts of things, so that my characters will be as high level and as advanced in all of the ways as possible before I do something that you can only do once a week, or once a day, as the case may be. So I like to wait to the last minute. But it's probably not a good idea. I mean, because realistically, I end up being in a rush when I get to it. So it would probably be better ultimately to not do that. But it's my current technique. May not be the best technique. That's all right. Now I think that each of these I can't think what they call them, campaigns maybe, is the same. Like the creatures in them and all that are the same from one to the next. It's just that they become more difficult as you, I guess as you choose the tier of the wardrobe that you go into. Guess that's how you phrase that. Ah, it has to be intimidating. Show us its mighty roar. He says, stay focused and press on. Absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Let's stay focused. We've almost stayed focused all the way to the end. So close. We made it to the end of this rift, finally. Unfortunately, we have to find another piece because we're missing something somewhere. We're at 27 out of 28. There it is. Fortunately, it wasn't too far back. Excellent. Alright, so we got all kinds of stuff. Let's click claim here. Once you claim the rewards, you'll not be able to change your difficulty level this week. Are you sure you still want to claim them? Why, of course we do. So we got 46 flawless meteorites, 165 diamonds, 4 insignia of endurance 3s, 5 auto fight attempts, 180 mithril, 10 insignia of endurance 2, 540,000 gold, 150 stamina, 103,000 XP potions, 1 rare summoning crystal, 1 fracture bangle, 1 insight amulet, and 1 insight ring for that. Yes, we want to leave the reward there. Very nice, very nice. Got all that taken care of. Alright, now back out, and we do have some stamina, so let's throw that toward this gear raid situation over here. Auto fight 14 times, and then pop out of there. Let us check on the arena real fast. We have 2 permits at the moment. Let's go for, let's just refresh. Looks like we've bought some of those already. Okay, let's go after this Russian name here in the United States. 331,456 BP is what we're up against. And we have 453,342. So let's try it out. They have comets, they have solpitones, they have Galen. Let's see what they throw out. We put out Zenas first. Perdition's Blaze activates when deployed, increasing attack by 30% and crit damage by 80%. Each attack deals 150% damage to up to 5 enemies in range. The fewer targets hit, the higher the damage dealt, up to 300%. This skill can only be triggered 1 time per deployment. After the effect duration ends, reduces attack range to 1 tile ahead of her. Then they have Soul Potence, who has Hell Breaks Loose. Upon activation, the talent effect increases damage by 11% for 12 seconds instead. March 1 target with the highest HP for 10 seconds, during which all heroes will prioritize attacking them. Upon expiring, the mark will explode, dealing 300% AoE damage. Additionally, when the hero is deployed as a lord, he gains Pyro Blitz. Soul Potence is very good. I do approve of him. Okay, so that was the Russian fellow with 331,456 BP. Stats show that the top DPS was 2 Zenas. Mine did 3,899,360, and theirs did 3,295,350. After that came Edrin with 2,872,280, followed by Sulkadins on their side with 1,771,280. We got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 1 arena permit for that fight, which is always cool to get your permit back. Unfortunately, we don't have much to do with it. Let's do Lord Helios from the United States with 418,007 BP. Their monsters have the same amount. They've got Sun Wukong. Somebody starts with an L. Dao Chan. Vlad Dracula, I think. And someone else. Valara, Valkyra, I don't know, something. Here's Sun Wukong. Splitting Hairs deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy and inflicts stun. They also have a bunch of summoned units, or I don't know, they're clones. I assume they're summoned. That come out while he attacks. Then they have Dao Chan, who has Serenity of Hope and Song of Sorrow. One of those is a healing song, and one of them is a DPS song. Now, they've stuck out Count Dracula, that's who it is. He has Mind Shackle. Apparently he was a Halloween guy. Absorbs all Soul Rot effects, deals 60% damage 5 times per second to one enemy unit in range for 15 seconds, and inflicts anti-healing for 5 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero cannot be healed, suffers HP drain equal to 15% of his current HP per second, and gains 10% damage increase for every 100 bonus attack speed. That's pretty cool. We were defeated. Vlad got us. Lord Helios with 418,007 BP. We got 3 arena coins and 4 Duel of Champions points for that fight there. And then we're going to hop out of here. We only have 1 arena permit left. Alright, let's go to the Gold Dragon Pass, where we have a reward in the weekly quest for challenging the Titanic ruins 2 times and saving the results. That gives us 1,500 Gold Dragon tokens and levels us up to 73. If we go to level of rewards, you can see that after you finish up to level 70, you do continue to get levels, and what you get from that is 45,000 hero XP potions per level. So, it's very helpful for me, because I could really use some XP potions right now. So, very good. Now, okay, what else was I working on? I think it was, oh, hey, wait, storage. We have a shard over here. Oh, wow, we've got a few ancient summoning crystals here. Let's use those. And in fact, I think we still have an ancient summoning thing going right now. So let's hop over here to the special ancient summoning. We have 6 of them. Let's use them. Why not? Let's try to get Guldrak or Dimmy. Here's one. Alright, we got Dagna. 3-star defenders from the northern faction. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's a North Throne faction leader able to greatly heal herself. Alright, let's summon again. This time we got Borut, a 3-star fighter from the Watcher faction. Borut is a roughneck faction leader of the Watch Guard. His mechanical fists wreak havoc with burn damage. Now, from what I was being told earlier, apparently Dagna created those little mechanical arms that Borut uses. He lost his arms fighting against vampires, I hear, or his hands at least. And Dagna made those for him. Here's Ain, a 4-star fighter from the Watcher faction. A mask covers his marred face, but this leader of the Watch Guard will run you through with unrelenting spear strikes. And so we're following that up with another Dagna, 3-star defender from the Northern faction who created those lovely arms, or at least hands. And there's Decimus, the 3-star fighter. Relentless to the T, this undead warrior stays in the fight even after his health has been depleted. Here's Gorsa, the 3-star defender. As fierce as she is gorgeous, this orcish shield maiden stands firm and mauls many. And now we're out of those. Fun while it lasted, right, guys? Alright, let's look real fast. We do have 3 special divine summoning crystals here, which they're legendary crystals, what they're actually called. Alright, now let's come over to events, and we're going to go down to Omen Queller. Actually, I want to look at the spiritual altar. Yeah, we did finish the spiritual altar, so no worries there. We've got Tales of the Smith still running, and we've still got a number of those that we can get. Speaking of how much, okay, so I have 918,710 gold. That's not a great deal to work with, but we may can get a little bit higher in that Tales of the Smith anyway by the end of tomorrow. We'll find out. Let's go to events again. We're going to go down to Omen's Queller and try to knock that out real quick. As quickly as possible anyway. It is 12:21 a.m. now, so hoping to get it finished. Now, okay. This heirloom one says obtain relics, ancient coin, and merchant mask. One or the other of those decreases your cost for potions. And I don't know, I think it's the merchant mask, but I'm not really sure. So one of them does, and I don't know what the other one does, because I never used it in the zombie invasion. But if you guys know what it does, be sure to let me. We're gonna obtain it anyway, and so I do want the decrease on the potions. And as for the other thing, hey, I'm sure it's useful for something, right? All right, let's try to go with. We're gonna try to go with the light and dark as much as possible, and throw in possibly some physical. Infuse some things, hopefully. So we're starting with light, and then we'll go dark afterward. And that is because the light goes along very well with potion getting, and I want to focus on the getting of potions. The reason I say that is because there is I think I'm going to grab Reaper right now, but there's a couple of different light skills that end up giving you gold or dealing damage based on gold and things like that, which obviously helps you get the potions ultimately. There's some other things that go along with potions in the light as well. And then the dark just complements the light really well. So when I go with the light, I like to also go with the dark. I'm just trying to select things relatively quickly here. And so I'm going with things that I know stack and things like that. Spot. Alright, we got Proliferate 3 here that does damage plus 40%. Definitely got to get our damage up. These guys are coming very close to the fence line already. It's not grand. Okay, let's get light damage plus 30%. Let's get the single target damage plus 20%, and refresh is plus 2. And then let's refresh. Let's go with the attack plus 60. Refresh is plus 2, and then refresh. Okay, refresh is plus 3, light damage plus 10, 5 rage, and attack plus 20, all of those. Let's go with light mastery here, and then skip. We got currently Blazing Bolt is doing the most. Let's go with light damage plus 50%. Light damage plus 70%. I like both celerity and spread. I'm going to go with celerity this time, I think. Okay, let's go with blessing. When obtaining any high quality potion, additionally gain 5% light damage increase. Let's get, you know what? Let's refresh this. I don't like those very well. Let's go with last two here. Celerity 3. Not really loving any of these right now either. I'm gonna refresh this. Go with single target damage plus 30%. Let's go with lightning chain here. Weaken. Every hit triggers lightning chain split with no rerun. Let's go with light damage plus 70%. And then let's do spread 2 on this. Okay, we've got a little bit to work with here, not too much. Let's get the dark damage plus 20%, and then attack plus 60. We have enough to get the physical damage plus 10, so let's do it in case we do get the physical damage later on. That is the goal. Let's get Circuit Halt 2. Spread 3. Pursuit 2. Let's do Overdrive this time. Okay, so this is a difficult thing because both of these are very luck-based. Divine Elixir potions are always of the highest rarity, but opening the shop has a 70% chance to consume 500 gold. That's not great. But the other option is festive exclusives. Skills are always of the highest rarity. Each upgrade has a 70% chance to consume 200 gold. I don't love either of those things, to be honest. But I think I'll go with the Divine Elixir out of those two. We'll have the decrease in money happen less often that way, theoretically, even though it is a higher decrease. I think we'll come out ahead on that, and we'll get the highest rarity potions. So that could be okay. Could turn out all right. Let's not thrilled with it. I guess I can get the damage increase through. Okay, let's do bounce attack 2. We're in wave 13, by the way. Okay, so these are pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to get everything. Let's get the lightning chain potion for sure. Let's get the light damage plus 30%, and then let's skip. Celerity 2. Pursuit 3. Definitely got to get this damage up a little bit. Let's get another Pursuit 3. It won't pursue extra times, but it will do that extra 40% damage across the board. So gotta try to get the damage up as much as possible. Because as you can see, piling up on my fence, which is a big problem at wave 15. Let's get split 2 here. And then I think let's go ahead and get, I suppose, execution. That gives us divine judgment, which is an awaken. Deals 180% light damage to all enemies one time and executes low HP enemies. Cooldown 30 seconds. Okay, then we have, alright, we can get more dark, so I think I'm going to go that direction. Since we fused, we have some other things open to us now. Continuously triggers blazing bolt. That's going to be the way to go here. And then you skip. Now, as mentioned, I would really rather have the physical. I can get some of this other stuff. We've got Blazing Plume and Fireball here. I guess that's what I'll do. Fireball it is. All right, and now we'll do One's Blessing 2. That's dark damage plus 20%. Should give us dark damage plus 50%. Now we've got Domain of Sticks, deals 150% dark AoE damage to all enemies. Knocks back all enemies and puts slow on them. Cooldown 40 seconds. And that one can come in handy for sure. Okay, I don't really like that a lot, so I'm going to refresh it. We've got Punishment of Light 3 over here. I don't really want to focus on the tornado damage so much. I think I will get the Blazing Bolt cooldown. That's what we're doing the most with right now, I would say. Yeah, let's grab that. That's pretty cool. Lightning Chain and Blazing Bolt damage plus 100%. For every 15 enemies killed by them, the damage increases by an extra 10%. Okay, we've got Punishment of Light 2. Let's go for that. It increases our light damage by 10%, if nothing else. Let's increase our light damage by another 30% here. Attack speed plus 30%, sure, seems good. Let's get the XP and let's also get the refreshes. Let's see, we've got crit rate plus 10, that's always good. 10% that is. XP plus 6,000, sure. Alright. Chain Blade 2 gives us damage plus 20%. We got another Calamity 2, giving us another 20% damage. Circuit Forbid 2 gives us 15% damage. And then we're going to refresh this page. We've got another Calamity 3, which gives us damage plus 40%. We've got festive exclusives. Skills are always of the highest rarity. Each upgrade has a 70% chance to consume 200 gold. Or, Last Stand reduces the fence's HP by 50% and increases crit damage by 300%. Let's do it. Last Stand it is. And let's have a look. What do we have on our crit rate? Ooh, 15%. That's rather terrible. So 15% of the time, we're going to have 450% of the damage. Well, better than nothing. Wind's Blessing 2, we got dark damage plus 20% on. It's not great, but it's acceptable. Spring of Sticks is currently doing 19% of the damage being done. Let's just check and see how that looks now. 19% done. All right, we have a lot of gold built up, so let's get all of these items here. And then, let's get Winter's Bite. I don't think that we grabbed that a second ago. Maybe we did. Don't think so. Then we get the 3 refreshes and the XP plus 3,000. And then we're going to refresh. Okay, each light mastery increases dark damage. Each dark mastery increases light damage. Let's get that. And then XP plus 3,000. And skip. Overdrive 2 will increase the ultimate duration. We got Punishment of Light 2 to increase light damage plus 20%. Chainblade 3 increases damage plus 40%. So that's all we have so far with the fireball is just the chain blade stuff. All right, let's see. Not really loving these, so I'm going to refresh. Blazing Bolt is by far the top DPS, so I'm going to go ahead at this point, we have 25, and grab Blazing Bolt damage plus 80%. We're on wave 27 at the moment. I just remembered that I can actually speed this up. I think I can speed it up twice. We can, so 3.5. That would have been good to know some time ago. I can get all of these, and I think I will. I'll just get all 4 of these guys. So we got fire damage up and everything. I'm not interested in the String of Sticks restoring the defense's HP. If I'm in that position, we're in trouble anyway. Let's get the crit damage plus 30%, XP plus 6,000, luck plus 12. Sure, actually, I shouldn't have gotten that luck at all, to be honest, but that's okay. We will now refresh. And then, we got the Winter's Bite already. Didn't we get the Dark Burn Potion? I'm uncertain. Now, that's a real situation, isn't it? Let's just get the... this is a tricky thing. I guess I'll get the fire damage because it will definitely help, even though it's a very small amount because we don't have a lot of fire damage on the board. Let's get Overdrive 3. I really should write things down more. Let's get Spread 3. And Rage Regen 3. My goodness. That 3.5 speed is insane, huh? We're on wave 30 at the moment. Okay, so we have 1,616 gold to use. The XP plus 3,000 will be good. Restore 15 rage per second, and we'll get the fire damage plus 30%. Then we'll refresh, and we can get XP plus 12,000 and attack speed or attack plus 60. Okay, we don't really need the fireball damage going up 60%. It's so infinitesimally small comparatively. So let's refresh. Let us get split 2 to get that damage up 40%. This time we will get the fireball quantity plus 1 and the damage plus 40%. Ooh. Is that what I want to do? Because I don't know that I have any smashes yet. And the gold doesn't matter, but the crit rate going up 10% certainly could, because that is my #1 damage dealer. I think that could be better. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it. Well, Crit rate's at 25% right now. So that would be a 35% crit rate for Blazing Bolt. 1 out of 3 times. Let's do it. Let's grab that. And now we're at the points rush. So we'll see ultimately how we did. It's not very good, I can tell you, but it's okay. Got a few bags anyway, or a couple. All right, so we ended up with 5,350 points on that. We got 2 of the large bags, 6 of the medium bags, and 9 of the small bags. Blazing Bolt did the top damage at 41%, followed by Lightning Shoot at 29%, Spring of Sticks at 28%, and then Tornado and Fireball did not even register, so there you go. Okay, we've got some quest claim here. Challenge 1 time daily during the event gives us 5 quick clear tickets. Challenging 6 times during the event gives us 10 ancient summon crystal shards. Excellent. And then Brave Conquest, that's for looting gear pieces and meteorites. That gives us 100,000 gold. Let's see, anything else? No, I don't think so. Alright, excellent. Now, if you haven't done Treasure Island yet, remember that does end in 2 hours. So be sure to go and get that done. We got a background fight to claim here, 73,920 gold, 20,580 XP potions, a little bit of gear. We got 340 Vault and Sands trophies, 340 Brave Conquest points, and then we've got some Demon Soldier shards here. We got 10 Fallen Templars, 10 Merkling Menaces, and 10 Lizard Flying Moggos there. Alright, I think that covers most of the stuff. I will claim my mine stuff here. We got 4,650 gold coins, 2 Insignia of Endurance 3s, 8 Mithril, 18 Stamina, and 3,450 Hero XP potions. And that is going to be it for me for the day, I think, folks. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you, as always. And if you are not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see next time that I go live. Hopefully, I will see you all then. For now, have a good night.